the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Duke head coach. One of the things that coach is worried about today is that they will be without their starting quarterback. Got hurt in their game last week, and so today their backup is going to get his first action of the season. Coach told me they want to make things easy for him early. They've talked to the other teammates. Everybody do your job. Make sure he can get comfortable with everyone around him so he can make some plays for us down the stretch. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. The Blue Devils offense who will have the football first. And we take a look at a guy who didn't burn up the recruiting rankings, but man, is he being productive. Wasn't highly touted in high school, but man, did he get the attention of the coaches in camp and won the starting job. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really wrap.
Lots of room to run. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Duke. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And now if he can stay healthy, this is the big play waiting to happen. Is Jaden Greathouse. A highly anticipated debut here. He's a tremendous pass catcher with every skill you'd want. Running inside, it's Owens. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Some misdirection with the counter. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver. Really nice job working the outside part of the field. Quarterback, running back on the same page for the nice completion.
And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Across the 25. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Changing the routes with his receivers. Motion from the wide receiver. Reed to the air again. They're all over it. Out wide left, it's Bussey. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it. It's Owens. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point was good. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Back's got it on the screen. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away. He's able to make a big-time stop.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught him. He was ready for that play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes one. Working the middle. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go.
Caught, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown, Blue Devils. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Reed. Working the middle, it's complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Reed. Rushes on. And down he goes.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking for room. It's Morrill. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Oh, pressure's coming. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the red zone, it's Morrow. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They marched 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sells the run, looking to pass. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Myers on the move. Left side, it's Moore. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Blue Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Fresh set of downs going to the air. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Now they'll try the right side. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Reed to throw. Got his man on the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, the pressure build.
Oh, he found a space on the right.
up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They give it back to him. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Turns into the pile. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch at the 35. Can they catch him? Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Reed. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
From the gun on third down, Reed turns it upfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Quick give. It's Edwards. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Fourth down, Reed. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Wants to throw one first. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Third and long right here. Throwing Reed. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Trying to establish the run. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Reed. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards, but if you think about it, nice short completion sets up a third down, and guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Right side, it's Edwards. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Again, it's Reed. Stepping to the right. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be going to. This quarterback knows who his best playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was looking him up. It wasn't going to be easy, but they were able to execute, get on the same page, score the touchdown, and they've got the lead.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Blue Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Coming out with it, it's Simmons. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Wants to go up top on second down. And wings it incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Makes the grab on 3rd. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not a lot of room to field this one. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Run inside. It's Edwards. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Quarterback signaling to his guys. They try to get it outside on the left. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And this offense has done a good job coming out the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man. You can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Needs it. Fights off a defender. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Reed. Here comes the heat. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They think there's room to run to the right here. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Looks as if we have an injured Blue Devil on the play. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Out wide right, it's Moore. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They'll try to get it through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got a man in the middle. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Takes the easy one to the back. At the 40, there he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Complete on 3rd down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Throwing Rush right in his face. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the air, it's Reed. He's going to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Plays that one perfectly, exceptional accuracy on the punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. They want to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Working that wide receiver screen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
Gets a hand in there.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got his man. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggie! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Under pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Reed looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pulls it on the option. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Wide out trying to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll go to the air. Look out! Reels it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Defense all over him.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play call, certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Handoff again. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped right there.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They're all over him. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback changing the play. Sees an alley. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Texas A&M going quickly.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Here's Reed to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Wide receiver going in motion. Reed to throw for it on 4th. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive